Hi, and this is Aunty K, and I'm here with another video for the Land Back Tarot. Emma is about to join me, and she's received her copy today. We're gonna unbox her copy, and I'm just gonna let her know that yes, she uses that link, which is, I don't know how to do that without losing this video, so hopefully she figures it out. She's going to unbox it. This is how the box is going to come for the reviewers who will have a hat, but the other things in the box are all available to order on the Kickstarter campaign. And we're going to talk about our favorite things and memory through this experience, our expectations, and we're going to each do a tarot reading with each other that I've created for us here. Hi, Emma. So if you've seen Oracles of Colonization, you've seen Emma before, but really briefly, you might want to introduce yourself. Do you?
I'm Emma. I'm Métis Cree. I'm a mama of 4, and goodness, I can't think of anything else to say about myself right now, but I'm sure more will come up throughout the course.
I'm Krista, and I'm Lakota and Cajun, and I'm Aunty K. Emma and I know each other through Indigenous baby wearing and Indigenous homeschooling, which are both aspects of how we've brought aspects of decolonial ideas and realities into our parenting. And we're going to talk about how, why Emma is my main co-collaborator here. They're primarily moral support, which is my head role in this, is moral support. Do you want to talk about why you were the first person I was going to when I started a tarot deck again?
Well, you got me back into tarot reading, and so you got me into not only doing readings again, but also journaling them. So yeah, that's been a fun part over the last almost year and a half now. I think it was December 2019. Anyway, yeah, it's just been kind of this thing we've kind of grown together with. And then we got together last summer or last year.
Yeah.
And you brought the project forward and you showed me the pictures that you had drawn and invited me into this and invited me to do some of the artwork too. And I remember just kind of sitting with it and going, I think it all needs to be with the same style of artwork. Like what you've got going here is so absolutely flippin' beautiful. And just to have that continuity of art throughout the entire project, I was like, I don't want to step into this.
We both do watercolor, but we definitely have different art styles. And it was a wise call because I was primarily calling you in because, well, most people wouldn't look at your art and say you dabble. You do detail. I'm outside the rules.
I also don't like doing it.
I was afraid. I was afraid to do it on my own because I tried so many times and not got it there. And I think you understood some of that too.
And says, no, you got to do this. This has to be you. This has to be yours. And I don't know. The more you talked about it, I got super excited about the whole project. No, the more I thought about it, I was like, no, there has to be this connection between the cards, and the minute someone else's hands come into that, it changes things. And yeah, it's been so exciting to see this over the course of the last not even a year come from you showing me a bunch of drawings and paintings on sheets of paper to this. I've got a box
I know
that I get to open, and I'm so excited to open it. It's been sitting here since I got home from Costco today, and so I'm
Oh wow. It's so exciting. I'm excited to see too, because what I unboxed was very different than what you're gonna unbox. You're unboxing the product as it arrives to reviewers, almost the same as how it will arrive to uh, people who order the deck, because these are an extra. They were a gift, and they aren't going to be a for sale product that we can foresee right now. I thought about it, but it really suck at capitalism.
Same, but I can't wait to bead my
Yeah.
hat.
You
Right?
need to bead mine later too. All right, should we do it? Unbox your stuff. You're gonna need to talk so the camera stays on you.
Okay, yeah, no, I will absolutely talk my way through this. I want to save
Out
this
loud
tape.
so the camera stays on you.
Sorry, I suck at this. Oh no, I am so excited. Like, this tape is beautiful, Krista. Like, the fact that it's got the birch tree artwork, it's so gorgeous. I knew exactly what this was when I got it. Like, I saw it today, I was like, I know what that is. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't want to cut through the tape on the other side.
All right, cut on the other side. The tape's recyclable too. Okay, you have to talk.
All right, sorry. So here we go. There's the box. So opening it up, we've got the hat in the top. Sorry, I'm gonna put this on. I've been excited about this. Ooh, that's gonna be nice to bead too. That's got a nice rim.
Oh yeah.
And inside is a pair of earrings. I made them. I'm not gonna open those right now.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Inside there's a card. Got my info on it for Instagram and Facebook, and soon to be a Shopify store. Work in progress, under construction, and all that. Look at those.
Oh, nice.
They're random, so there's no way of knowing exactly which earring is going into which box. They're all randomized, and as I was beating them, I really tried to just get a whole bunch of different colors and different, like, what's the main color, what's not the main, like, yeah. I had fun beating them all. Like, it was so much fun to just play with the different colors, and yeah, so it's completely random. I hope everybody loves the ones they get. And yeah. Can I get to the, like, super? It's right here. Sorry, I have to soak this in for a minute because it's like finally my hands. And it's a beautiful box. The Lamback Tarot and Oracle of Colonization is Indigenous, brown, and gender neutral. This deck presents classic RWS understandings from a radical decolonial perspective, looking towards Indigenous futures of autonomy, freedom, and land back. This fool's journey is decolonial, laying out realities and lives for marginalized and colonized readers and querents. The Oracle of Colonization looks at the shadows, adding that extra needed healing for our lives under colonialism. Together, this deck is for everyone looking for an anti-colonial decentering of realities. Oh, there's a...
Show the back, show the back.
The back, and those
so
are
the camera goes.
And there is the cover. And oh my goodness. Can I open it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
now? I've been looking forward to this. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at the birch bark. Sorry, I did a double take because it was just breathtaking. Oh my gosh, Krista, these are beautiful. Wow. Really? They're in my hands? Ooh. Righteous Ray. Oh, Krista, these are so beautiful. And
Hold
I've
them
got
in
the,
camera.
these are absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to talk so that I'm on the camera, but I'm speechless because they're in my hands right now. And this has been a really awesome, long, although like not really super long, but like, oh my gosh, they're here.
They are. It is kind of long, but it is awesome. Check the book. Check the book.
I'm getting
I'm
there.
sure everyone thought the first book I was going to put out was going to be responsibilities and indigenism or something along those lines, and that one day will get printed. But I want to rewrite part 3. Talk.
Look at this. Look at this. Like, oh my gosh, look at it, Krista. It's got your name. And I'm so super excited. I'm so proud of you. Like,
Diane wanted me to put my name larger, but I was like, I don't want to ruin my art.
I'm just gonna say for future printings, there's a little bit of space up here and over here. You could absolutely make that name a little bit bigger, and it
I
would
tried it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I'm
Whatever.
just saying, you can, you know, you do what you like. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is there's a little bit of room.
I mean, there's an about author section with a big picture at the back. Like, so everyone will know it's mine. So Emma's looking through, I imagine, the beginning. Yeah.
No, I'm at the end
Okay,
right now.
she's looking at the back.
I'm looking at the picture of you.
It was a good Facebook profile picture.
It's a beautiful picture of you, Krista. It really is.
Thanks.
I am so excited.
You know what I really like? Look in the very front, like, you know, right after there's the front cover picture, and then you turn the page opposite the table of contents where it says published by K Flute, printed and bound in, check her out,
Turtle Island. Oh, I love it, Krista. I love it so much. Oh, all of it.
Yeah, I like that. So the table of contents print is kind of small, but the rest of it is printed in like a really accessible print. I turning 46 and I'm tired of squinting at books.
No, that's really easy to read. Like, it's not small and it's not a big book either. Like, this feels nice in my hands. I love this.
Yeah.
Like just having it in my
So
hands. I've loved
where
it
it
the
says
whole way
tarot
long.
practice, that's like, probably an advice I've given you a bunch of times to like sit with the cards in a pile and just flip them over and, tell stories.
I like your words on smudging. I really
Thank
like those.
you.
And I like that it's there because it's
I
necessary.
decided to give an explanation, but end it with what really should matter to folks because it hurts emotionally.
Yeah,
That
and
should be enough reason.
there are enough things to smudge with that aren't, you know,
Yeah, and call it smoke. You don't need to call it smudge. Call it smoke, call it incense, call it something.
I've heard smoke cleansing used,
Yep.
right? Like that's one I've heard. I know there is a Celtic word as well
Good.
that specifically describes this. I can't remember it off the top of my head though. I can't wait to bead my hat.
The hat was something Emma and I super, super, super wanted, even though I didn't want to get into making merchandise. And so we decided it would be a gift to
Everybody's getting
our
this just
deck
because we
reviewers.
wanted it. It's there because we wanted it.
It's there because we wanted it. And so we hope our reviewers have some sense of indigenous aesthetic and love the hat.
It's a comfortable hat. I don't know. I grew up in a time where trucker hats were like the rage. It was a style.
It's a thing. And man, when it's beaded, it's so nice. I don't know why I lit that smoke. I really just want this joint to not go out.
I'm getting
That's what
pretty
I want.
good
So
at hats, so
deck.
yes, deck. What are we doing, Aunty K?
Well, first, a favorite card, a card that brings the memory of this creation process, expectations.
I'm pretty sure I just
I
separated.
can start while you look.
I just separated the oracle cards out.
Yeah.
Mine are
Yeah, I
out.
put my deck in order to do this. So yeah, there's 78 tarot cards and 23 oracle cards. I'm really happy with this linen finish. I actually anticipated it being thicker because I only have one deck with a linen finish, and it is like a thicker texture. But this is more in line with a watercolor, which was why I wanted the linen finish. So it'd be like the texture of a watercolor painting.
It's a beautiful feel to it. Like it doesn't feel heavy or like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how some cards can feel, it's a bigger card. Like it's wider than most that I'm used to.
It's an oracle size card.
Yeah, but it still feels really good in the hands. Like it doesn't feel
So
super
this
heavy.
is This is it next to Moonology. So same size as like most of your Oracle cards. Same size as Moonology. Whereas tarot card. Let's grab one of Mari in the Skies cards. So typical, you know, tarot.
Yeah. Nice size though.
Yeah, but same size as an oracle.
All right, let's do a reading. I thought I had more juice on my phone, but I just got the 50%
All right, are you
warning.
not? Okay, let's do that then. You go first. This is your first time into the deck. So you're reading for me. I'm reading for you. We can do it together, actually. So I'll pull a card for what you are going to bring. You're going to pull a card for what I bring. All right.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shuffle this deck up. So while you do, I'll go first.
That again. What we're doing again?
So you're gonna pull a card for what I'm bringing to this project, and I've pulled a card for what you're bringing to this project. I had two jump out. Emma's got a nice rifle shuffle going on if she wants to talk so she can demo it.
All
No,
right.
she doesn't. Okay. So I pulled the Scout of Cups and the Nine of Cups for you. And this makes a lot of sense. Like, you know, you were like one of my cheerleaders in this. And you know, this is Coco here. And you know, she's a warrior version of that. And you know, you encouraged me to be courageous about doing this. And the Nine of Cups has like their salmon all ready and prepared and hung out. And you know, nature's going to take care of the rest here. And you know, you
I
brought
love
like
that.
some stability to this for me. And I knew like I would have issues of privilege and stability in like in doing this. And you promised to like help get me over them if you could. And if I could, there wasn't ways around it for me. And you did. And also when I see this card, I also think of Snotty Nose Res Kids Fists and Rice.
Oh. Yeah.
So you're gonna draw a card for what I bring. And you have to talk. Oh.
I got the Seven of Chariots, which it's interesting that you brought Coco up with your reading, and then this is the one that I got. Like, that's your
My
girl.
other daughter, Asha.
Like,
Yeah. That's
so
awesome.
these
That's
two cards,
awesome.
like, yeah, that is
And
awesome.
Asha's a
Being
chariot.
herself right there in a way. Like, yeah. I don't know.
I've had to tap into Asha's understanding a drive through this. I didn't know I had her understanding of will and drive. And I had to find it to do this. You know, she's turning 50 or 25 this weekend and has understood like the essence of the chariot long before her father or I ever. Um and yeah, but there she is. And I did had to tap in and figure that out.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Here I am.
Yep. And we do learn from our kids. I've learned from both of these like adult children of mine over the course of this. All right. So we are drawing for what you're going to learn. So you're drawing for what I'm going to learn. I drew for what you're going to learn.
All right.
I got the 5 of arrows. What did you get for me? Oh my goodness. Auntie Cheryl as the elder.
But like, I don't know. I don't ever want to think of myself as an elder.
Well,
the moment that you step into that
hold
role,
up the card.
The moment you step into that
Hold
role,
up the card and let's talk about it too.
But
like
if
the elder is also the magician,
right? But the moment that you step into that role of teaching something and teaching something a little bit differently with the decolonial twist, then you step into that role of teaching and learning along with that, right? Like, I don't know, that's what came to mind immediately when I pulled this card was that's what that's what you're going to learn. The card that you pulled for me is interesting because
I'm going to finish yours that you pulled for me a bit. I maybe fulfilled it in 2 ways because I also learned a lot of new tools and talents that I had within me that I didn't know.
Yeah.
That card, the 5 of arrows.
I'm like, before, like the last card was both of your daughters and Coco all being a warrior and raising warriors, and that's really kind of what I feel like I'm going to learn from this deck and what it has to teach me
warriors.
How to raise warriors. That's what I need.
Part of raising warriors is them understanding how important it is that they have like their siblings at their back. Both, siblings as in blood siblings and siblings as in our siblings in our nations and as Indigenous people and world Indigenous people and those who stand with us, they enable us to stand. And when they're there, we have to rise up to that occasion too. And say, all right, I have the support to do it. And I have to confront this, or because if I don't, it's not going away. But yeah. And you've been learning to confront things through the course of this too.
Yeah. Failing to confront some things. But yeah, like at the same time, confronting other things and staying my course.
Yeah. All right. The next card is your inspiration that you bring to this. So you're drawing for my inspiration, I'm drawing for yours.
All right. Okay,
I drew the Uncle of Drums.
that's just fun. That was like a party car.
The drummer's car is always a party car.
Get in, we're going shopping.
Yeah, but making sure everybody gets to partake in those community actions too by driving that drum and those drummers everywhere. The drum keeper fulfills the Uncle of Drums in that way.
Yeah.
What did you draw for me, my dear?
Dead time. You
Did
need
I
to spend
ever?
some time relaxing after all this. Like you've done all this work and we've got everything so that I can ship
Hold the
things
card
and
up.
package all of that. You need this. Just settling yourself in, building your little place, enjoying the fruits of your labor, not working all the time,
Figuring out my next steps.
figuring out next steps.
Because who knows if I'm gonna swing or oh yeah. And that's that's a Honey's dad inspired that card. All right, so
another card to draw.
Yep, you're
I've got
drawing for you're drawing for my next journey. I'm drawing for your next journey. Do you talk so everyone can see your beautiful shuffle?
Oh, my beautiful shuffle. I learned how to shuffle at a poker table, okay? What can I say?
My hands are so small that when someone saw me holding this deck, they thought it was the size of Next World Tarot, a deck we all love. But no, my hands are just actually that small.
Oh my gosh, you got the 7 cherries.
Yeah, your next journey is the Chariot.
Oh. Well, isn't that just absolutely flippin' ironic? Like, look at that flip around right there.
Is it
Like,
ever?
just saying, like, the card that I got is literally like we got reverse cards for like the first one in the beginning. Like, we are like flipping sides there, Krista.
Yeah, hold them up.
I've only got the one. Oh.
No, because you pulled one too.
Yeah, but I
pulled
didn't
the
keep it
Chariot
out.
for me.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't keep it out. I only have this one out.
So yeah, we're back here. We're back here. So your next journey is going to take some will. You you have to be willing to go forward. And you've already had a little peek into what that next journey is through some of your cards. Because we're in Tarot Journal group chat together. So, as well as being tarot study buddies, we know each other's cards. You have a bus to get on and decide you're moving forward.
It'll be fun.
It will be.
It will be.
It will be so much fun.
It will be delightfully fun. Where did my tea go? Oh, it's out of my book. I knew I had tea.
So I got courageous messages and things to bring out, do I? What you see there?
You got wisdom to give us. Like, yeah. You gotta teach how to fight. And it's not
I
always
like the
it's
synchronicity. Sorry.
no, I agree.
I like the synchronicity of us pulling these cards at opposite ends of this journey for each other.
Yeah. That's really cool.
And they both, faced this 2020, 2021's biggest battles. That non-essential worker bus into the suburbs to bring, Becky and Karen their bubble bath, and the land backer shutting down railways and shutting down the theft of land for subdivisions, the theft of reserve land for subdivisions. Like these two kids of mine really filled the epitome of Indigenous struggle this year.
Yeah.
And, Asha, who's, got multiple backgrounds as world Indigenous person, that all her different peoples lived this year.
Yeah.
And so many world Indigenous peoples lived this year too. In various formats, depending. And like I include Black Lives Matter in that. They're world Indigenous people. And they had to do a lot of this in the places of their displacement, and a lot of this.
Well, right now they say like the lower class BIPOC people are holding it up so that upper class and white folks can sit at home, right? Like,
yeah,
we've seen that civil unrest.
And
like
class, the middle class too, they're sitting at home. Except for when they go buy bubble bath or trying to buy a new house.
Stay at home. Last time I got bubble bath, I ordered it online. That was also like a year ago. It's not happening. But yeah, it's, we don't think about these things. There's always someone going to work to do this and putting themselves at risk. And it's something that I've really thought about with that. Like last year at the start of COVID, I ordered bubble bath, and it was something that I needed at that point, or I thought I needed. And now I'm sitting here going, not right. Like, it's really not. What's essential? What is? And apparently school supplies aren't.
I needed I needed office supplies for working at home, but I reached out to see who had extras.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what made me super glad. Like at the start of Eric's school year, I bought a whole bunch of books and paper and like stuff that he needed. And like I bought a bunch. So when it like things closed down, I was like, we don't actually really super need this. So, it was nice to be able to say that, but not everybody can. So,
Mhm.
Krista, I'm not trying to be rude. I want to say goodbye before my phone dies
Yeah.
because
All
it's
right.
going
I'd like
to.
to say goodbye too. I'm nervous
I don't
that
want
this is my
to.
next card, though. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that we're gonna.
Take that fight energy, right? Like that kind of fight energy. And it's not always there on the streets in front of a line of police officers. Sometimes the fight is in a completely different format. And you're the
Yeah,
one who
and it's
taught
not
me
that I'm
that.
afraid. It's not that I'm afraid of a line of police officers. I've done it, but I'm I'm retiring. My kids are doing it now. Um, that's why I'm telling myself. Who knows? I feel there'll be. I do feel there'll be some need to hit the streets in support of these kids.
Oh yeah.
I do see it coming. I do.
It
I
is gonna come.
see it
It's
coming.
not over. It's not over.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not.
but y'all won't be on your own. It's gonna be a bunch of
No,
other kids
but
backing you up. And that's my journey.
Kickstarter, May 1st to 28th, the Land Back Tarot, and throughout May, well, decks are going to start arriving at reviewers who I will list in the comments section, their Instagrams and YouTubes if I know them. And that will take me a minute because I suck at that. But there'll be people doing reviews of this deck, and that will be so exciting. And check it out. Check it out.
I'm
See
so
ya.
excited. Like, yes, check it out. This is like beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And the cards feel beautiful in my hands. I love them.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Is exciting. And this is where we just jump in and keep going.
That was one of
So
my
we
cards.
get to the end of that bus route and see where it takes us and see what's there when we get off.
Yeah. All right. Good day, my dear. Good evening.
See you later.
See you later.
See ya.